Welcome back, guys, to some more F1 2016, the mod. We are in 7th place as Valtteri Bottas. We're on Spa. It is raining, as you can tell by the green wall tyres there of the intermediates. We have Massa behind us in 8th. We're in the Martini. Looking absolutely amazing, this car. I've got to hand it to the mod maker for that. That looks fantastic. Probably the best car that I've seen so far in this mod. Now I can get... Oh, illegal blocking. That's new. I clearly have no idea how to drive in the rain. Anyway, as you can see, we've not done this mod in the rain. I've not driven an F1 car on any game in the rain for a very, very long time, so I'm going to be absolutely terrible here. I'm clearly down on power because, as you can see, I'm struggling behind Hamilton. Although Hamilton's dropped back from wherever he was. I think he was definitely in first. I lifted to go around Eau Rouge. It looks like you weren't supposed to do that because everybody's just gone straight past me as I try and just... Oof, I am doing terrible here. Into 10th place, or should I say down into 10th place. I did put the aero up a bit, but everybody seems to be so much quicker than me. Maybe I should have a couple of practice laps on the rain before I try and show you this. But as Grosjean goes incredibly slow out of that corner, pushes me up into 9th. We've got Hamilton on my left hand side, and I just squeeze him out. Did go a little bit of a touch because I seem to have pushed him, and Perez has come up into 9th. So I don't know whether or not he came with me or if I pushed Hamilton way too wide. Grosjean getting a better run off that as I slide the back end slightly just out of that corner there. All of this downhill. Remember, this is Spa. Fantastic track. Not so much in the rain. I am really slow on power here. I really don't know what's going on. I wonder if this is just the way that I do the... I think I just totally took whoever that was out as well. That was dirty. Don't ever do that. That was terrible. Underneath the Rolex board now, I am just being super tentative here. Maybe I should... reconsider doing this in the rain. The rain looks absolutely fantastic, a hell of a lot better than 2010, and which was the last game I remember where I did many rain laps, which is the game that I think I played the most at the F1 series. I go very wide and just struggle on the outside there to try and pull that back in. Kvyat all over my backside now, as I struggle just to try and get the pace out of these corners. He's all over me. Kvyat is there on the left hand side. I've got two cars coming around. Maybe I've dropped the aero a little bit too high. This is a corner that you don't usually have to brake for. Kvyat does, because he's all on the wrong side of the track there to do it. I'm going to try and have to brake really, really late into this corner, but I don't do it. Just try and keep the inside line and try and block them. As you can see, all the other cars seem to have disappeared off into the distance, but I've left the mixture at mix 2 because I don't really think I need more revs, to be perfectly honest. But as you can see, all the cars bunching behind me. Hamilton back up to 8th after that little interaction with somebody who may or may not have been me. I really can't drive in the rain, can I? This is terrible. As I have to lift off the throttle there before the back end spins out totally. Hamilton all over me again. I can see him on the left hand side in the mirrors. Going to try and do Eau Rouge a little bit better this time by not lifting, as Hamilton tries to just find a way around. Try and block him out onto the grass again, which is incredibly dangerous, even more so in the rain. We are going to go incredibly slow. I'm just going to move up into Rich 3 here. Try and block him as I close the door, obviously, but there's a hell of a lot of run down. I'm definitely going to be in 9th place unless I can outbrake one of them into this. Which I do, just keep into 8th place, which is fine. I'll let Hamilton take that. He is definitely much quicker than me anyway, so... Although this is shameful driving, I must admit, from my part. Move down into Rich 2 now, or Mix 2, sorry. God, I'm just super slow. I really need to think about upping my pace on this one. Sainz into 9th now. That's new for his position, so that's a good one to see. The red light flashing on the back of Hamilton's car there to show he's not going as quick as he can, but that doesn't really matter because regardless of what that light says, he's definitely going quicker than me. Another corner that I can't quite get right. Signs all over the right hand side now as I just close the door, probably by a little bit by accident then to stop the car from spinning. As he tries to outbrake me into that, doesn't quite move or doesn't quite work this time. Underneath the Pirelli boards, 130. The light flashing there to say that I'm running out of fuel, but this is a terrible, terrible race already, so I don't think we're going to worry too much about fuel as I try and get used to this feeling of the car in the rain with the wheel. I think it seems to be the throttle pedal. It's all the way down to the floor on this wheel, but it just doesn't seem to be moving anywhere. As I try and close the door on Sainz there, leaving a little bit of space if he tries to commit up the inside, which he looks like he does. Not lifting and just flying through that corner at 180 miles an hour. It's a crazy corner, that one. The Sainz come flying past me, but I've got the exit, or the entrance into the corner, and the exit if I can not lose the back end, which I don't just about anyway. Really admiring how this Martini car looks though. It's absolutely fantastic. So I've been really impressed with this mod so far as I go on the outside to just get a better run off on this corner than I did last lap. But again, way too slow. Sainz is all over me. I'm not entirely sure we're going to be able to keep it, let alone on the straight. I'm going to stay in mixed 2 for now, because I don't think that I'm going to have enough to get to the end of the race if I don't move up a little bit. This time didn't get on the grass, that's good. I definitely am going to lose this place to Sainz as I try and just do my one move and get on the inside so that I potentially have the run into the corner on him, but it's not going to be particularly easy. I'm going to have to brake incredibly late to do this. What I try and do is Sainz just commits on the left hand side. It's tight, it's wheel to wheel, as I get a better run surprisingly out of there than Sainz did. Maybe he just backed off sensibly. Maybe he saw what I did to Hamilton on lap 1. So Hamilton, of course, disappearing off into the distance now. This is definitely a race for 8th place, if not less, because of the amount of cars just bunched up behind. I'm definitely holding these people up, but I don't feel bad about that. If I can get 8th place in my first race on the F1 2016 mod in the rain, I will definitely take that. Braking after the 50-meter ball, probably didn't even need to brake there. It looks like the rest of the cars don't, as I block the door onto Sainz again, who's coming right up my backside. Moving around to the outside, as just blocking him off. As I see a car tries to go through. I don't actually know who's behind Sainz, but he's definitely having to defend and attack here. This is not easy for Sainz, as I just try and plod around and make sure I don't get overtaken. This last sector is going to be incredibly difficult, especially with Sainz all over the back of me. I could probably move up into Rich 3, but I don't want to do it and then end up, running out of fuel just for that last sector of the lap, even though it's an incredibly slow one. As I close the door on Sainz, Kimi Raikkonen comes across the line for the win. Haven't seen that so far this year, as I just close the door again on Sainz, who's going to be coming charging up the right hand side now, but I've got the inside of the corner as I brake just slightly later than usual into this corner, just to try and hold this position, which it seems like I do, and this could be 8th place, which is something I will take even if it was a terrible race, losing the back end just slightly as I come across the line for 8th. So there we go, guys, that was Spa in the Martini coloured Williams, a beautiful looking car, a 204, definitely not the lap record, definitely nothing particularly good there. Position lost 1, bit of a shame for a race, but it looks great as we see whether or not there was any DNFs this one. There was a lot of DNF for Jenson Button, Felipe Nasser, Max Verstappen and Marcus Ericsson. Didn't see what happened, but there we go. It was probably me at some point, I'm not going to lie. So if you guys enjoyed it, smash that like button down below and leave a comment if you'd like to suggest which drive I should use and which track I should do, and I will make it happen. So until next time, guys, bye bye.